Good morning. I'm Zach Gearhart, Director of Government Relations for Wichita State University. Welcome to the weekly briefing at Wichita State. We provide these briefings in order to keep the campus and the community at large better informed about important happenings here at Wichita State University. In a couple of moments, I'm going to go through a brief university update about important things happening here at Wichita State, and then you're going to have the opportunity to hear from a featured presenter about a main featured topic. Then you're going to have an opportunity to ask her questions, and then I'll be back up to answer questions about the university update. First, to start today's briefing, we want to remind the news media that they're invited to the Experiential Engineering Building here at Wichita State on Friday, November 9th. The visit from Matthew Donovan, Undersecretary of the Air Force, hosted by Senator Jerry Moran in Wichita State University. The visit is to familiarize Undersecretary with the research and development capabilities offered by the university and Wichita area companies. Because the tour will include restricted areas, media wishing to go on the tour are asked to register in advance by 3 p.m. Thursday, November 8th. The tour begins at 9:15, and both Donovan and Moran will be available for a Q&A at the 11 a.m. news conference in the Experiential Engineering Building, room 264. As a reminder of what was mentioned a couple of weeks ago at the media briefing, the Kansas Board of Regents did ultimately approve yesterday 3 recently submitted proposals. Those proposals are to expand our recruiting efforts along the I-35 corridor, including St. Louis, Denver, Austin, and San Antonio. Also to build a modified six-story, 64,000 square foot Hyatt Place and pursue construction of a new building on the Innovation Campus called Partnership Building 3 to meet industry demand for additional facilities on our campus. We're excited about these developments and the positive impact that they will have on our students, our community, and our industry partners. The university will get some special visitors on Wednesday, November 14th. Community leaders from Wichita and the surrounding area are set to fly out to Wichita State University aboard 2 UH-60 Black Hawk helicopters flown by the Kansas National Guard's 1st Battalion, 108th Aviation. The flights are part of the Kansas National Guard's Community Connect program to increase awareness of the Guard, its people, and the role they play to protect the security, health, and safety of Kansans. Everyone is invited to come out to Brayburn Square and observe the flights. The event time hasn't been released yet, but we'll post it on WSU Today and Shocker Blast when it becomes available. Wichita State University has been in a phase of collecting feedback from students as well as faculty and staff about what can be done to improve our academic and our collaborative facilities, resulting in a list of priorities spanning the colleges and ABLA library. On Monday, we announced the university has entered a new phase and is now working with students from every college on ways to generate student body support for these improvements, with a referendum scheduled for March of 2019. In the coming weeks, college deans, supported by Provost Muma and Vice President for Student Affairs, Terry Hall, will lead discussions so everyone can learn more. We've also created an FAQ page which will address trending topics at wsu.news/infrastructure_proposals. Please go to that website to find out additional information. To keep up the university's momentum towards achieving its mission, members from the university and the community have come together to form strategic planning activation teams. These 7 teams held their first meeting on Monday and will continue to meet once a month to help the university become even more effective in achieving its ongoing goals, which focus on inclusion, community and industry partnership, applied learning, innovation, interdisciplinary education, assessment, incentives and rewards, and campus culture. If you're interested in joining a team, you can find out more and sign up by visiting wichita.edu/strategic-plan. And finally, as you may have heard, Anand Desai, Dean of the Barton School of Business, has announced his plans to retire from WSU in August 2019 after 25 years of service in the Kansas Board of Regents system. Dean Desai has made a tremendous amount of progress in the business school by growing enrollment, launching several new academic programs, and raising nearly $30 million for the school's replacement facility known as Woolsey Hall. Provost Rick Muma will work with faculty and staff to conduct a national search so that the next dean is in place prior to his departure. Shirley Lefevre, Dean of the College of Applied Studies, will chair the search. And now I'd like to introduce our featured speaker, LaWanda Holtfields, Director of the Trio McNair Scholars Program to talk about First Generation Day and how WSU works to serve our growing population of first-generation students.
The concept of first-generation students was introduced into the federal policy by the Trio community in 1980 during the passage of the amendments of the Higher Education Act in 1965. Yet today, campuses and communities are unaware of who we first-generation students are and the academic capabilities and gifts that many of us possess.
On November 8, 2017, the anniversary of the Higher Education Act, the Council for Opportunity in Education, and the Center for First Generation Student Success and NASPA asked college access and success professionals to join with TRIO programs across the country for the first annual First Generation College Celebration.
The 2017 First Generation College Celebration was such a success, it is now an annual event.
The Wichita State University administrators and support programs are eager to host this annual celebration. We're working to make this a campus-wide event and involve the academic colleges in week-long activities. Each college has agreed to host an event to celebrate and highlight first-generation students and their academic programs. The activities will culminate with an information fair of offices and departments that offer support to the 4,000-plus generation students on campus.
Students will receive a t-shirt, participate in a group photo, and are invited to attend a reception hosted in their honor.
An important component of your first-generation college celebration is sharing this event with others.
Please use #CelebrateFirstGen when sharing photos and information on social media to engage in a national conversation and celebrate not only students on your campus, but across the country.
Wichita State is proud to celebrate our first-generation college students.
Good morning. My name is LaWanda Hope Fields, as shared with you before. And today at Wichita State, our faculty, administrators, and support programs eagerly join hundreds of colleges and universities across the country to participate in our National First Generation College Celebration Day. As shared in the video, this is a celebration of students who are first in their families to go to college. Neither of their parents have a four-year degree. This was introduced through policy in the TRIO community in 1980 during the passage of amendments to the Higher Education Act of 1965. Last year was the first year for this event, and because it was so successful, we have extended this opportunity across our campus to include our colleges as well as other support programs, because we want to celebrate and encourage our first-generation college students. Wichita State, you may ask, why is this important to us? Because 45% or more than 5,000 of our students on our campus identify as first-generation college students. And since 2006, there has been an increase by 55% of first-gen students on our campus. And our profile may look a little different than people are expecting for first-generation college students. Our profile is a white female from Sedgwick County who is possibly low income, attending at a part-time level. She lives on campus. She is at risk for having a lower GPA or lower ACT scores, but with the help and the support of the programs that we have on our campus, we believe that we can help students overcome this, because we know that first-generation students engage with many challenges. They feel pressure to succeed. They often are confused by the university and the campus climate. They can be torn between academic and family responsibilities, but we also know they come with great strengths. They're determined, they're ambitious, they're hopeful, and they're appreciative, and they work hard, they show their resilience, and they are self-reliant. If the university's goal is to recruit, retain, and graduate, we as an institution must insulate these students with the support that they need to be successful. The success of first-gen students can have a huge impact on raising the consciousness of those on our campus about issues that face first-gen students and set an example for other campuses across the country. Fortunately, here at Wichita State, we have support programs like the 10 Trio programs, 6 Gear Up programs, tutorial assistance, peer mentoring programs, and the newly created First Gen Coordinating Council, who is helping us come together across departments and divisions in the university to support our First Gen students. As stated in the video, we are doing a resource fair today from 11 to 1, where there'll be many programs and departments represented. We have had events across campus throughout the week through our different academic colleges. Educating this population is not new for Wichita State. We have been doing this since the inception in 1895 when we were still Fairmount College. The student body then consisted of students whose parents wanted them to attend college and students whose responsibilities, both family and financial, limited their options for higher education. Unfortunately, we just didn't have a name for it then. But these resources are here to help our first-gen students get connected with faculty and staff, build a campus network, and meet with one another and identify as first-gen students. This population is often an invisible identity. Wichita State will continue its commitment to support the over 5,000 first-gen students on our campus. Current and prospective students are encouraged to take advantage of the many resources that are available to help foster their success as a shocker. Hashtag celebrate first gen.
Are there any questions for LaWanda before I continue into questions about the university update in general? All right, seeing none, I'm going to go ahead and open it up to if you have any questions about what you previously heard about in the university update. I will do my best to answer, but in the event I fail, we have Joe Kleinsasser here to follow up with you. All right. In closing, we'd like to remind you that WSU's vision is to be internationally recognized as the model for applied learning and research. Its mission is to be an essential educational, cultural, and economic driver for Kansas and the greater public good. If there are no more questions, I'll go ahead and close today's briefing and remind you that the next held briefing is going to be 10 a.m. Thursday, November 18th. Thank you all for coming.